Welcome, guys, to Injustice, the animated movie that came out in October of 2021. You know, I feel like it was just all I could find it was DVD and Amazon, $20. $20. I don't know where they get off. Anyway, so this movie really covers if Superman snapped. I think if you're watching it and he finally has his love of his life. You know, we all know that Lois is taken away from him, as we saw in previous shows. Pregnant at that. So The Joker, you got to see him go across the line,
which was crazy. Like, I know the Joker does some crazy shit, but he blew up that entire city. Millions of people died. I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And literally, it's Superman crying about Lois, which I get it. Yeah, 6 million people, and they're like treating the Joker. Anyway,
they were treating the Joker as a common, like, he stole something. They weren't giving him any kind of, like, Batman was being, my most irritating Batman, where he's the good guy. So Superman snaps, blah blah blah. I have to say spoiler because it's a big part of the movie, but you see it in the first couple seconds. Joker's dead, which I like to see. Finally, he got what was coming to him.
I think if they stopped it, I mean, this movie could have been really short. You kill the Joker,
and the movie could have been
so
much better.
Kill the guy responsible.
I mean, that's your story in 5 minutes. You could end every show in that.
I am pretty sure, I'm going to take the internet's word on this, that Injustice is a pretty good story.
Yeah.
And that it can be told in a way, it fleshes out its characters, and it makes you care about the plot line. This movie did none of that.
None of that.
There was one scene in this movie that I really liked. And it was the scene with Superman going full Omni-Man on all those young partiers in that nightclub that were Joker sympathizers.
There were ravers with
you call it
sticks.
what you want, but that was the only best scene in the movie. So, and it really, that was what highlighted, like, just how far, that's how you knew he went too far. That was the one moment where it was like, you can't come back from this.
You've done did it, man.
Yeah.
And then you had a lemon squeeze of other characters in there. By the way, I'm an Aquaman fan, and I don't think I've ever seen a worse portrayed Aquaman.
I mean, wasn't he in the movie for like 2 minutes?
Absolutely. He was just sitting at the table.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about Earth. He cares, well, he does, but
the oceans are in the Earth, so.
Yeah, unfortunately. And Nightwing and Damian.
Okay, first
of
all,
whole Bat family.
Nightwing. Stop. You're supposed to be this great superhero, and you die because a 12-year-old threw a stick at your head?
Well, now, Damian's a bit different.
Okay.
He was,
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
He died from a stick hitting him in his head. Okay? No, literally, that's what it was like. Somebody hit him in the side of the head with a shotgun, just like bang. Except it was a stick. I'm like,
it was a bat stick.
It happened. I'm looking around. No one's around me. I'm looking around. What did I just watch? This was... Anyway, I did not like this movie. I did not like it.
Emotions, non-existent. I didn't care about... There was no character development.
Nope.
Nothing interesting about it. And, I wanted to get... Let me just tell you about a useless storyline. This is in the middle of it. That you could have...
Wonder Woman.
Oh, close. Green Arrow and Harley Quinn.
My God, if they
you could have rolled that bitch off the cliff and
liked it more.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
They would have made no difference.
She was as guilty of killing those 6 million people as Joker.
And
it was like, well, she's a good guy now. I just
man.
can't, man.
Nah,
I
man.
can't. This was like if Invincible sucked.
Yeah. And this had so much, like, better things it could have did.
No,
it
I
had
am
a
sure.
better story. It had... Now, it followed that same timeline of an hour and 20, which I think is a bit too short for
a bit?
For a good movie.
It's about a tenth too short for this story.
Yes. Yes, because this could have been a multiple. This could have been a multiple thing.
Yeah.
I would love to see a series of it.
I would actually watch that. Watching this wouldn't spoil. It's not spoiling justice for me. I still would love to see an animated series of this. Yeah.
You took a fire hose worth of stuff, sprayed it into an hour and 20 minutes. That's choppy, no direction.
And I guess they had to lose it. They were never going to be successful in doing it.
No, I think they were set up for failure for this one. I think it was just like a money grab. I think it was a money grab from Warner Brothers.
You're probably right. If it was animated, I'd try again. But this just wasn't doing it for me.
No, so this, you know what? We're just going to the layman's review. 3, 2, 1. If it's anything other than this, I'm going to be real pissed. Oh, boy.
I gave it a C- because I didn't turn it off. I followed through and I watched it in its entirety, and there were a couple things that I was like, at least that was cool. Really, the reason that this didn't get a D for me, if they never showed the scene with Superman and the kids that were partying and killing them all, and still wanted me to believe that it was like Superman's like really like went down the dark side, at that point it would have been like, you have not given me an example of this. Not one. That happened, and I liked it. Superman versus Superman, that was pretty cool. How are you going to beat yourself? Bringing another like our version of Superman into that story, I thought was kind of neat. But they didn't have enough time to flesh that out.
Right.
So it was very close to getting a D for me. I basically asked myself, was it worse than Masters of the Universe?
I'd watch Masters of the Universe 2 or 3 times before I'd watch this again.
I think because we don't have a D, I think we're going to side with your D just so we could fill it. And
oh, trust me, there's more coming.
Yeah, there might be some more down there filling it pretty soon.
Because we like to broaden our horizons. We like to watch a lot of things, and finally, guys,
can't fanboy over everything.
You're taking my suggestions, and we're finding all the Ds.
Yeah, so that was Injustice.
So we're sticking with the D?
We are going to give it a D.
Because I was losing consciousness. There was no character I cared about. Superman, another spoiler because I don't think this is going to be worth anybody's time to watch. He turns himself in. What a great ending, I guess, at the end of the day.
What are you going to do to him?
The coolest part of this whole movie is when Batman punched him and fractured his hand.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Okay, great. I like that because that would probably really happen because, the greatest superhero or hero that's ever existed in DC Comics is known as Batman/Bruce Wayne. He's just a...
Stop it.
He's just a person.
He's just a dude. Even that suit didn't stop him from breaking his hand. We didn't really like Injustice, guys.
But if you like what we're doing, make sure you like and subscribe.
Let us know in the comments below. Did we get it wrong? Did you give it anything higher than a C?
I'm going to need somebody to explain it.
Yeah, we're going to need some explanation, if so.
Until next time.